Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here, we're in nature, breathing in that beautiful prana, baby. How to deal with horrible people. So the cat down the road always tells me, Ralph, let it go. Ralph, let it go. Ralph, let it go. And I'm like, no, cat down the road. It's hard, but deep down, I still love you. Can I get a hello there? And we ain't even had breakfast yet, right? I got a question that came in from someone who said that they are dealing with someone who is making them extremely uncomfortable. Now, the problem is they're studying, so it's hard, right? Because they get to see this person every single day, right? So let me share with you what's helped me along my journey in shielding yourself against horrible people. Now, since it's a 7-day vegan challenge, right? I got this, a date. And I love dates first thing in the day. Put it in a smoothie, you're good to go. But you see, horrible people are a bit like fast food, junk food. They might taste good. They might even smell good, but they're definitely not good for you. Can I get a hello there? So I always realize, ask yourself, what am I eating today? Because your vibe attracts your tribe. When I was eating a lot of junk food, French fries, sausages, and mustard with tons of whipped cream on top, don't ask me why I had that weird combination, right? I just did. I felt terrible about myself, and guess what? More times than not, I surrounded myself with a load of assholes. Don't worry about it. But now I'm eating dates high in magnesium, dietary fiber. They're gonna help flush out all of those horrible people out of you. Your whole digestive horrible people system will be flushed out clean, right? But you see, fast food, which a lot of us are eating, we're stuck. And that echoes into our lives in terms of who we meet and interact with. So keep a date in your pocket. Can I get a hello there? Now, here's where it gets kind of tricky, because a lot of people say, gosh, Ralph, what should I do? Should I turn the other cheek? Or this one? Or should I respond? Should I be like how they are being? I got a story for you. There was this very intimidating general, and he would intimidate anyone who he came into contact with. And he came notoriously known for being the meanest general in the world, but also the most feared and revered. Now, he would go to someone and just hurl abuse at them, insults. Right? Because that's what you wrote in. You said someone is hurting your feelings right now. So just imagine it's that general, right? And he would say all kinds of words. He was a wordsmith. And his opponents would try and have a duel with him, have a battle with him, and they would just get obliterated, crushed, destroyed, and maimed. It wasn't a pretty sight at all, right? And then he would keep doing that year after year. Many people would challenge him and say, gosh, come on, let's have a duel, let's have a battle, let's go word for word. And his insults were just far too powerful. So one day, the mean general was traveling and he came across an old man, and he thought, well, before I go to my next destination, let me just break this old man apart. So he started hurling abuse at the old man. He forgot it was a wise old man. Why is it always a wise old man? Nobody knows. Anyway, right? So the old wise man stood there like this. And the general, the mean general, was getting really confused because all of his insults, he would insult people, they would react to give him more food, and then he would just destroy them. But he needed people's food, which was their attention. But you see, the old wise man didn't say anything. He didn't give the mean general any food. So guess what? he made the mean general eat his words. Can I get a hello there? And at the end, the mean general bowed down to the old wise man and said, have mercy on me. And then the old wise man slapped him. Get out of here, right? I put the twist at the end of the story, right? So realize that you got to make people eat their own words. You got to make people hear themselves, right? Many times we don't realize that we also have a hand to play in this. You said that you are sometimes upset by what people say, what people do to you. And I get it all the time, right? I've been on this journey for a long time, diving deep. I've had to encounter all kinds of creatures, right? Not even human beings, creatures, right? And a lot of them, they come out of the woodworks and they will say something which will really shake you up. So it's a trigger. It's a catalyst for making you act in a certain way, for making you feel bad. And then you start screaming out loud like, no, how dare you say that? You see, not realizing that they are bringing something out of you that has to be addressed. So actually, you got to thank these people. Slow motion. Right? Because they're highlighting unresolved aspects of yourself. Now, look at it like this. I used to work in a library for a very, very long time, about 5 years before I became a psychologist. Now, here's what happened. There was a guy at work who would say stuff. And sometimes he would say, gosh, Ralph, you got to do the job properly. You're not doing it right. Do this way. Do it that way. Come on, do it the other way. And I'm like, I'm doing it this way, that way, and the other way. But it's still not good enough. Right? So it was hard. But deep down, I still love you. I still love you. Right? That didn't work. I was furious. So just imagine someone says to you, no, you're not supposed to do it that way, right? That's the first strike. You're like, huh? Then they say this, didn't you learn anything at school? That's strike number 2. You're like, what? And then they're like, silly boy, silly girl. And you're like, ah! And everyone at work is looking at you like, huh? Can I get a hello there? Right? They've pushed you to the limit and now you are furious. You've reacted. You've now given that person a lot of food. And it is great to express yourself 100%, but you got to realize this secret. Now, the ocean, we are infinite waters, can teach us so much. So I'm on the beach and I'm looking at the waves, talking to a good friend, and I say to her, look at it like this. A lot of negative people jump into the ocean, but the ocean is still so beautiful. A lot of toxic people jump into the ocean, but the ocean is never toxic. It is always renewing itself, replenishing itself, rejuvenating itself, and that's why it's infinite waters. Can I get a hello there? It's marvelous, baby. Right? So you got to be the ocean, which is the alchemist. If people throw dirt on you, you got to ask yourself, am I going to return the dirt or am I going to move more into my authenticity? Am I going to be more in my nature and not theirs? Right? Because if truth be told, I'm not one for just being silent. I don't think that works. At the same time, I'm also not one just for falling into people's trap of me wanting to respond to them. Right? Because I'm too busy having fun, connecting with amazing deep divers and mermaids, having naked parties on Mars, right? It's pretty fun. Come along. Hey, so you got to ask yourself, how can I become an alchemist? How can I move more into the truth of who I am and not not turn into a monster, right? You don't want to become a monster because that's what a lot of horrible people can make us do. No. You see, nobody can make you become something you're not. Slow motion. Nobody can make you become something you're not without your own permission. Focus. When I first started Infinite Waters, very long time ago, what happened? A lot of people were doubting me. They were saying, gosh, Ralph, change your style, do this. What are we now? Close to 500,000 subscribers? Can I get a hello there? Because I never fell in the trap of giving those people power. They weren't horrible people. No, they were there to test me, to bring out of me unresolved issues. So I always focus on people that serve me, that love me, that give me care and give me a nice hot massage first thing in the day when we ain't even had breakfast yet, right? And because of that, I create a loving space, a vortex, just like the ocean. When you are toxic and go into the ocean is not going to be affected by that, because the ocean is the greatest transformer. Now you got to ask yourself, are you going where you are tolerated or celebrated, right? A lot of the times I don't have time to debate with people, right? I say, hey, life is great. We are creating abundance. You go that way, I'll go that way, and we can both get along just fine. But you see, a lot of us don't want to do that. We're still insecure. Therefore, those horrible people like that, because once again, horrible is a standard, nice is a standard based on your own value system. Who you think is horrible could be the nicest person in the world. You may have just, missed the joke. Can I get a hello there? But yes, some people are very nasty. And you gotta allow yourself not to tolerate that kind of junk food. Look, you wouldn't eat French fries with a whole load of grease over it, would you? Or maybe you would. But this is a 7-day vegan challenge, baby. So you wanna eat, where is it? A date. That's right. So once again, realize that take a look at yourself of who you are choosing to surround yourself. It is always a choice to invite positivity or negativity into your life, right? And what are you going to choose? I choose, to breathe in that good ass prana every single day and connect with a lot of deep divers. Have a beautiful day. We're out here having fun. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.